everybody, welcome to kdmoonchild's world. I'm Katie. This is Saturday Solutions. This is a non-political card reading. Pardon me. If you hear a political card reading on this channel, you should be very surprised, because this channel is a place to come to get away from politics, okay? So that's what you're invited to stay. Subscribe, come back. We don't talk about those kind of issues, but we do talk about solutions. And I don't mean political solutions, obviously. Just how to make it through our day-to-day. That's what this card reading is for. It's to kind of give us a path. I have a new spread I'm using today, and I'm looking very forward to using it. So I've got all my cards pulled and ready to go. You ready to do this with me? Let me switch to the table camera. Okay, there we are. Now, sorry, I'm taking a break. I needed to look up something right quick. There we go. As you can tell, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. It is not meant to diagnose or suggest any kind of personal solution. However, what you see in these cards is up to you. You can rely on what I tell you on what I see, but I'm sure as each card gets turned over and you understand what the question that goes with the card is, you'll get your own messages. So let's have some fun. Let's do this and see what the cards say, huh? This reading is based on letting go and moving on. Okay? The very first card is up here in the top. For a change, we're starting at the top. Instead of starting at the bottom and working our way up, we're starting at the top. Working our way down. Anyway, I love it. Ooh, this deck is the Mystical Shaman deck by Colette Baron Reed, and we get the curse in medicine position. Man, is this card loaded with meanings to me personally. I'm being quiet for a minute so you can take a look at it. Let's look at it right side up. This way, you're being silenced by a curse, and you're trying to heal that. Whether that curse is self-induced or placed there by someone else. Something is telling you to shut up. Something is silencing you, and the healing is trying to reach your heart. It's here. It's at your third eye. It's making the connection with your third eye and your heart center. Connecting the third eye to the heart chakra. You can't have the throat chakra blocked. Sorry, I hate pointing with my fingers when I actually have a pointer here. Sitting in my lap. Anyway. But this card we're getting in the reverse. So I am seeing, since this card is representing our current situation, I see this curse is being dumped on its head. It's being lifted, you guys. This is saying, in this current energy, to manifest what you're wanting in your life right now, you need, let's see if I can get this to work right here. There we go. To have things manifest properly in your life right now, You're going to need to voice. Now, I don't necessarily mean your opinion. Be careful with your opinion. That's yours to guard. It has to do with your walk and your path in your life, not someone else's. So it's not always warranted to voice that opinion. This card is saying be choosy with this opinion. Be very selective with what you're doing with this. Opinion that you have that is so important to you. Because what is happening right now, because this is a 5 card, it speaks of change. It's telling you of life lessons, and it's telling you to be authentic. So if you are willing and ready to speak so that you can heal this connection between your heart chakra and your third eye, because they can't get to each other without the throat chakra. It resides in between. So be authentic with what you speak. Don't whitewash it, but yet at the same time mind your tone and be kind in your delivery. Does not mean you have to leave out bits of the truth. Be kind in your delivery. As a seed planter, I can tell you the best way to get to someone to maybe change, I don't know, their perception of things, to plant that seed, is to ask a simple question that their authenticity cannot ignore. Each one of us knows that kind of a truth to be able to impart in any conversation. But we get all caught up in our emotions on what that person said. Was it stupid? There comes judgment. Did it hurt my feelings? Here comes the anger. So your ego lets your feelings take over. Your feelings are very important. You have to feel them. That's why we have them. Very, very important. Voice your opinion where it is absolutely needed, but don't be a constant foghorn. Because after a while, you kind of sound like that old rooster. You know? That crazy old rooster in the cartoon. Warner Brothers cartoons. Okay? I'm thinking, obviously, what all does that mean? I mean, being authentic. I know a lot of us are really searching right now because the path that we're on needs to grow and we're not quite sure how to go about our next step in the plans. So obviously there's something we need to let go of, right? So let's find out here in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. If it doesn't feel like it's for you anymore, for whatever reason, that's the message you're supposed to hear. Let it go. Hey, your favorite lunch that you normally order, all of a sudden one day just doesn't taste the same. Do you keep ordering that lunch or do you stop? Maybe go back and try it again to see if it still tastes funny to you down the road. But for right now, If something is making you uncomfortable or feel like you need to, I don't know, adjust it, change it, or even if you need to walk away, it's all right. See that face in there? That serene face is starting to see the light and smile. When you get the idea that in this strategy of life that you're holding the game board, you get to let go. You get, oh, come on, camera. You get to let go, and you get to decide what pieces get taken when you are both sides of the conflict. If it doesn't feel appropriate for you, let it go. Let it go. Here, this card is wanting us, it's asking, I mean, we're asking it to, not right side up. What's stopping us from letting go of these things? You're looking in the mirror too much. You're spending too much time with your ego. You need to shatter that. You're in charge. Ego's not. Ego will give you silent lies that make you afraid of change. Change is uncomfortable, but it doesn't have to be something to be afraid of. There's growth in change. There's only stagnation in staying where you are, in that comfortable place. You can stay there while you recover, reflect. As we're just coming out of Mercury retrograde, we're in the shadow of it now. You should have been spending all this time doing all those RE words. Recovery, rest, reflection, reclaiming. And as you do that, your ego calms down. Our egos are mainly for fight or flight. They're for basic primal survival. And they get bored. Pardon me. Our egos get bored. So it has to have a reason for being. So it tries to create things to keep us scared. And unfortunately, there are energies out there that know this about humans. And they use that to control us. That fear. So when you feel yourself getting overwhelmed with fear, understand that's your ego just trying to be relevant. And the best thing that you can do for that is to break the mirror. Right? Right. I didn't tell you, this is a 6 card. It's about understanding about love, about material comforts and balance. That was kind of important to hear and know before we got this card, huh? Sorry. This one is the one that's telling you, what do you need to let go of? This is telling you how. What do you need to let go of? We're going to turn this curse around so we can speak through it. If it is not for you, let it go. This card is of love. This card is of material comforts. Too comfortable with something? Or not comfortable enough? Or is something in your home making you very uncomfortable? Let it go. Even if that just means let go of the feeling of it, because maybe it's a wall color or something and it's going to require a lot of work to change. So you adapt, right? And you let go of that perception that it has to be done now. Or that it's ugly. Try to find I don't know, how interesting it is how the sun affects the paint. As through the years, it fades it. Over here, this card, 5 plus 8 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4, is the Divine Masculine card. It's a card of logic and stability. You have to break that mirror of looking at yourself so strongly at first. Because if you make that your focus and your priority, you get stuck in a hamster wheel that gets you nowhere. Because you're not releasing things back here like you should be back here. It's keeping you stuck. And that can be a Divine Masculine thing. It's just a masculine thing, I'll put it that way. It's a control. 4 is about logic and stability, too. That's how your ego should work. That's how we want our egos to work. But no, that is a center for emotion. And emotion is never logical. And it can make you very unstable. Break that mirror so that you can see what you need to let go of back here. And then you let go of this back here by working with the vanishing mirror and your ego being taken back. Okay, I'm taken aback. What? Okay, yeah, this is what was what's stopping you from letting go? Oh, I did this all wrong. Okay, sorry about that. Got a phone call. Anyway, where we are now, this is the number 4 card. What are the long-term consequences of holding on to what your ego, what are the long-term consequences of holding on to what you need to be releasing, to what you need to be letting go of? Okay, this is from the Angels and Ancestors Death by Kyle Gray. Wow, we get the Protection Guardian. You cannot. Oh, I'm sorry, my computer. Trying to do too many things at one time. I apologize. Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. You have all the colors of healing and all the powers in your hands. Are you been feeling tired lately? Especially if you are a medium or a card reader, or consider yourself to be highly spiritual, but yet every morning you wake up exhausted? More than if you were, working on the astral plane. Was given to me. Why? We are all, as a collective, have our shields up so high as we are vibrating and creating this bold, bright light for the change and the shift that is happening. That keeping our vibrations high is very exhausting for human beings. We haven't quite evolved to that point yet. We're working on it. We're getting there. It's exhausting for us to constantly keep those vibes up, keep those vibes up, keep those vibes up. After a while, you need to rest. So as the energies come with us, as we raise our vibes, the vibes of everything else will go with us, come with us. That also is exhausting. So once we get to that energy level where we're tired, it will balance the energies. And as you rest, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You are waiting quietly for the energies to balance enough so that you can build and start the process over again. But if you do not rest in between, you aren't starting the process over again from the next step. You're just in a perpetual, endless cycle that doesn't seem to change or go anywhere. So when you drop your shields, understand you have the power to take it back. You have the power. Take it back. So the long-term consequences of holding on to what isn't for you and you need to release, this is harder to drop your shields and take control of things. Because somewhere in the back of your mind, maybe you still have that you're feeling like a victim of something or someone or some circumstances. That'll hold you back quicker than anything else. Or maybe the tapes you're playing about yourself in your head are not so complimentary. Self-care and self-love will also keep you in that perpetual circle, stuck in ego, until you can break the vanishing mirror. This is the time, so drop your shields. That's the long-term consequences of holding on, is it keeps you stuck. The Enchanted Map Deck by Colette Baron Reed is telling us how to release and let go. Be the gentle gardener of the world you want to create. So as you change yourself, plant the seeds of the new creation you want. This is us. You plant the seed of the new creation that you want. Be loving and kind, so those seeds will germinate in beauty along the beauty way. This being a 2 card is all about love and partnerships. Understand your place in the collective web of creation and on the physical plane of this earth. So much will be automatically fixed if we change our perception from oriented to protection individual protection, what's in it for me? To love. Loving me by loving you. Because only knowing we can do it together, we cannot do it apart. Even the chick inside the egg, I know these are fairies, but even the chick inside the egg, if there's only a yolk, there's nothing much there that could cushion it. And it will eventually die. It needs the yolk and the white, not just one. Our strength is understanding that no matter where we come from, the color of our skin, the religion we choose to follow, we are all the same. We all just want a better, kinder, calmer life, where we each have an individual control over our lives. Next card is, wow. Be kind and gentle with yourself. I'm not ready to do that next card. Be kind and gentle with yourself as you drop your shields. Take your power back. Take your power back. You gave it away. You can take it back at any point you choose. And tell your ego to be quiet, to hush. Only give me feelings that are appropriate, not overwhelming. The key is, yes, Spirit, I hear that. The key is to integrate your individual higher self and your ego. They're separated. They should be as one. If they are separated, they're battling each other. Okay. What is the lesson that we get in this? And this is the Light Seers Tarot, only tarot card in this reading. Oh. Speaking of planting seeds, look at the Ace of Pentacles. If you want abundance and prosperous life, you have to do the work and plant the seeds. Once you create your foundation, your roots can reach deep, and you can change the curse into the upright position so that your heart can reach your third eye. Healing is coming from Mother Earth. As long as we understand that, our success, all of our material things, will be so much easier to come by. And it'll be sustainable for the planet as well. My goodness, I am actually I never do this. Yeah, at least not with tarot, but I want to see just really quickly what the book has to say. Come on, Pentacles are at the end of the book. And at the end of the book. There they are. Ace. I plant my goals with intention, direct focus, and faith. In the beginning of a new venture or task are the key words. New ideas, planting seeds for the future, great potential for success, manifesting power, ambitions, and prosperity. This is all about freshly rooted beginnings. It's a powerhouse of possibility and reveals the materialism of earthly ambitions and all of the wonderful things. When you need your future, when you seed your future by planning your very first intentions, things feel so exciting, raw, and possible, don't they? Hold on to these feelings of optimism and success, for the new start that you are welcoming to your life right now has incredible potential to thrive. Your ACE initiates a lifetime where your future wealth, health, and material abundance they're for us to be surrounded in. It's your watering schedule and the needs of this unique seed. You will be able to see through to the fruition. Plant that seed carefully, you guys. Bring your determination and dedication and see your abundance spring to life in the form of successful outcomes, material and financial wins, and soul-satisfying well-being. With this wonderful message for good things to come, it's time to visualize, attract, prioritize, and act. I plant my goals with intention, direct focus, and faith. Wow. That's our lesson. How to create abundance by the seeds that you plant. And I was just talking about up here when we got the very first card about how being a seed planter, how you can go about having a conversation in kindness. By asking a question, you plant a seed. And look what's just directly down below. That's beautiful. I love this. Okay, Spirit. So let's let Dr. Stephen Farmer and the messages of the spirits of nature tell us what the outcome is here. What's our outcome of this reading? So put that down. It's a little easier to pick up a card if you don't have your hand full of stuff. Oh, I get air. It's the number one card. Get in the flow. Take time to breathe. My goodness. It's become apparent that your health has been shallow and stilted of late, often to the point where you catch yourself holding your breath. Yeah. Correspondingly and ironically, you've also noticed how you've been neglecting your spiritual practice, leaving you bereft of the much needed circulation of both air and Spirit. The tension in your body is due to feeling overwhelmed with earthly tasks to the point of forgetting to consciously breathe and neglecting to attend to your relationship with Spirit. Pause for a few moments. Focus your intention on your breath, allowing it to be steady and easy. In, out. In, out. Notice the sensation that becomes apparent, such as the barely discernible breeze as it enters and exits from your nose or mouth. Be aware of the moment of your body, the movement of your body, the muscles of your chest and abdomen that operate in practice unison to inhale and exhale this vital life force. Notice any areas of tension and allow that tension to slowly dissipate with each exhaltation. Every time you exhale, release more tension. Every time you exhale, release more tension. Regenerate your daily spiritual practice and incorporate conscious breathing as you do. So to take care of yourself, so it assists you in planting your seed, you need to take time to slow down and breathe. Slow down and breathe. Please slow down and breathe. For when that seedling comes up, that new idea, going to need the energy of that oxygen you just brought in, that healing air is going to be needed for this seed that you're planting in your gentle garden. You're being patient with yourself and watching how you grow, allowing grow to happen. You have to allow life to happen. You cannot control it because then you're not allowing it to happen. It has a way of playing out all in its own. So drop your shields and understand the protection guardian who is here for you. You have all the power that you need in that crystal, in the palm of your hand, in your third eye. You have wings to soar, and you are based in healing. Do not allow your ego to rule you. Because if you do, you cannot see what you need to let go of. Thus keeping you stagnant and in a constant hamster wheel, feeling that you have a curse over your mouth, that you can't get across in communication what you need to or want to the point of feeling the curse of a hand across your mouth. And it is because your heart is not talking to your throat. You need to let your heart speak. And your heart will speak what it hears from the third eye, and thus breaking and dumping that curse on its head. I have a feeling this is going to be an interesting week, huh? Wow. Okay, little critter. Hi, bunny. What do our animal friends have to tell us today? I'm going to include insects as well. Hey, you survived every day of your life to this point. That's what the griffin is telling you. You really think today will be the one that defeats you? What is going to happen in your life today that is absolutely going to toss you in your grave 6 feet under and cover you over? Is there anything right now today that is going to happen or that is happening for you that is the end of and be all of everything? Don't let today defeat you, because number one, as each moment happens, it is the blessing of a newness and a new day. That is the importance of living and being and breathing in the moment. Not too much in the future and not too much in the past. Let go of what does not serve you from the past, so you can breathe and release that curse that has been upon you. And in doing so, when you release that curse that has been upon you, you're also releasing the one that we have upon us. Because we're a collective. Everything that we do as individuals affects everything else, whether you want it to or not. So that's why I say we need to make kindness a habit again. That is also why I preach being together and not separate. Pardon me. Because as individual islands in an ocean, a vast ocean of the cosmos, what do you think would happen to you? You're not even a little speck in that vastness of the cosmos. But you have the power to turn that cosmos on its head with your choices. Choose kindness. Choose togetherness. Choose love. And I thank you so much for being here. You like what you saw? You like what you heard? Please, you may choose to subscribe. Want to come back for more and get notifications? Make sure that you tap on that all bell. If nothing more, the best way you can help my channel, just hit the like button on your way out. I love you very, very much, and I thank you for being here. Come back soon. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye now.